Greetings, everybody, and Merry Christmas. 'Tis I, 480 volts. First off, I apologize if I sound like a drunk bullfrog with throat cancer. I've been kind of sick over the last few days, so I'm kind of getting over a cold. Nevertheless, I thought I would share with you one of my favorite Christmas memories of all time. The year was 1990, none of your business. I was about somewhere around four. I think I was 4 years old. I'd have to ask my brother. He remembers clearly. And there were presents under the tree, obviously, like normal, but there was this one present that was a little further away from the tree. And it was a little toy piano about maybe 2 feet high with a little stool. According to my mom, I sat down there and just started playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something like that. I don't remember what I was playing. I really don't remember at all. I also don't remember anything else I got for Christmas that day. Like none of the other presents. I don't remember any of them. Here's what I do remember. I sat there and played that thing probably the entire day. I spent the entire day just plinking on that little toy piano. And over the years, I played the doo-doo out of that thing and I wore it out to where it finally had to be retired. And even though I kind of like drifted away from piano for a little bit, for a few years and then eventually came back to it, I think it's safe to say that that little toy piano is kind of what kindled the spark in me, what loved piano so much. Because I always knew I wanted to play some kind of instrument, but I wasn't sure what. And I think the piano thing kind of started there. So for me, that'll always be one of my favorite, if not my most favorite, Christmas memory. But I got to thinking for Christmas, I was wondering what some of y'all's favorite Christmas memories are. So I went around and I asked a few people, a few of you little YouTubers on Facebook, and here are some of the results you sent me.
Hey guys, my name is Lou, and my favourite Christmas memory goes all the way back to 2010. I was dating my boyfriend at the time, my first ever boyfriend, and his dream was to be an actor. So every year since 2010, I got invited to his pantomimes, and I was in the front row during this first ever one, and during the song All I Want for Christmas Is You came on, which to me is kind of cringy enough, but and the next thing he comes on and he's singing, well, lip syncing, and he's dancing, and then as they kind of bow down at the end, he lip syncs, looks towards me and goes, "All I Want for Christmas," and he pointed at me when the U part came on. Yeah. I was so embarrassed, it's not even the word. I remember it like slowly sinking down in like the back of my seat and was like, Nope, Eddie, nope. I remember everybody in the crowd went, "Oh, he just did that to her." And I'm sitting there like it didn't happen, nothing happened, what are you talking about, leave me alone. So that was my best memory. And
Hi, this is Valerie of Give Me Lip and More, my favorite Christmas memory. I can't even remember what year this was, but my daughters, I was single at the time, raising 3 young ladies, and it was always sometimes a little frustrating because, I'd wrap their presents and I'd get them under the tree and they would want to open them or they would want to know what was in them, and they were so curious, and I understand that, but I wanted them to appreciate the surprise. Plus, the holidays are so busy. So I come up with each child would buy they'd have a set limit, and they'd buy their sisters a gift with a set limit, and they would have to, because they were also at that age where they didn't always talk to each other, and when they talked to each other, they didn't always say very nice things to each other. So I wanted them to not only talk to each other, but talk to each other in a nice way. And really, so the deal was you had to find out what your sister really wanted for Christmas. You could go through all the sales ads. You could clip coupons or discounts. Then me and one child, they would pick out the place for lunch. We would spend the day. They would pick out the lunch place. We'd go have lunch, just me and that child. And then they would tell me where they wanted to start shopping for their sisters. And then we'd go shopping. Then they would pick out wrapping paper, and we'd get it home. And their job was to, wrap everything and the whole process. But it was really nice because I got to spend that day with that child and get to hear about what was going on at school and how they were feeling. And these are just some of my best memories. Plus, after they, would wrap the gift and get it under the tree, they were so excited. They would tell their sisters, this was the best part. They would tell their sisters, "Oh my gosh, I bought you the best present ever, and you're gonna love it." And that was it. And then they understood. They understood the importance of staying in a budget, buying something somebody really, really looked forward to, and keeping a secret, and there being a surprise. I mean, it worked on so many levels, besides the fact that they got some one-on-one time with mom, which was rare, and lunch of their choice. I mean, it just worked out. It was so refreshing and calming. And so when Christmas Day actually came, it was so nice. Each child was so excited to open the presents from each other. And then the look on their face when their sister got it right, priceless, just priceless. I sound like a credit card commercial, but that was one of the best experiences ever. It's just my best memories. Again, I got to spend one-on-one time with them, and they would get so excited about the little things, opening, picking out the right gift, wrapping it up, surprising their sister. And just to see, they were also waiting for that validation that their sister liked it, but they always did such a great job, and their sisters always loved it. And it just, sometimes I wish for those days to be back.
Sup, everybody? Merry Christmas! My name is James Self-Standard from SSP Self-Standard Programming, and I figured I'd pop up on here and give you all one of my favorite Christmas memories that's lodged right up here in my memory banks. Alright, so the house in McConaughey this promo in was my grandfather's before he passed away in 2013. Right, but you see, most of my mom's side of the family would live on one street. And my brother and I, we would always spend the night here most of the time, especially on Christmas Eve. Right, and almost every Christmas Eve, my mom's side of the family would gather here and have some kind of a Christmas party get-together kind of thing, right? And my brother and I would spend the night after all that festivities have finished up with, right? So the next morning rolls around, and it's just like any other normal Christmas morning, just waking up, chilling, having breakfast. TBS had their all-day long marathon going on of playing nothing but Christmas Story. You'll poke your eye out, kid. Shut up, Fred. Anyway, 9 or 10 o'clock rolls around, and it was time for my brother and I to head back to the house. My mom's asleep, but when she wakes up, it's time to open presents. That's when my aunt came over, right? Now, there was one problem, though, when it came to opening up the presents. There was no presents under the tree. there was only 2 small red bags, one for each of us. When we opened up these bags, you know what we saw? 2 small pieces of coal. No presents, no toys, just 2 small pieces of coal. 2 small pieces of coal. Now that was really, really messed up to me. Now I don't know about Josh, but I know for a fact that I was a good boy. Well, at least that's what I was perceiving to myself. Now, on the inside, I was emotionally distraught, but on the outside, I was trying to keep my cool, right? But I was utterly disappointed, depressed, and downright emotionally destroyed and shattered inside. So, I remember some holiday advice I was given. You better not pout, you better not cry, you better not shout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. And you know what? Santa Claus did come to town. But this holly jolly joke right here thought it would be funny to pull a rib on the good old Ramsey brothers. And I was, on the outside, I was trying to be cool about it. I was trying to keep a level head about it. And I was even starting to talk to myself in denial. I said, hey Josh, look at this, look at this. This isn't even real coal. This coal is like hollow. It's like hollow plastic. So I guess sitting on it long enough to make diamonds was out of the question. Why the heck am I using these sunglasses on a microphone? Anyway, and I'm still trying to like keep a level head about this, and I'm like stacking the coal on top of each other like they're blocks. I said, look, we could just add this to our Lego bucket because we had like a bucket of Legos and Mega Blocks. And this whole process was like taking about 5 minutes, and we're called back into the living room. When we go back into the living room, guess what we see then? Under the tree, there's like so many freaking presents. And we, oh boy, we unwrapped it all. We unwrapped it all. Woo! We unwrapped it all. And oh boy, that was a good Christmas. And Santa tried pulling an April Fool's Day prank on us in December. It was a good prank. It was a good Christmas. But, yo, Chris Kringle, Christopher, if you ever, and in the words of Chris Jericho, ever do something like that again, this boy from a Kakalaki is going to give you a good smackalaki. You feel me? So, I hope you all enjoy Merry Christmas, and if I'm not the last person in this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and be outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah! I'm out.
Well, there you have it. Those are all some wonderful memories you got there. I was actually hoping I would get more, but those are the only people that gave me any submissions. I guess the rest of you must have had some crappy Christmases or something because you wouldn't give me any good memories. But if the rest of you have any fond Christmas memories that you'd like to share, write them down in the comments. Leave a like on this video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike on it and tell me I suck. Subscribe and hit the bell and do all that jazz. I'm 480 Volts wishing you a very Merry Christmas. I will see you next time.